Welcome to Nintendo Ninja News. It is a bright little sunny day, the sun's coming in, but we are here with the review of Gunman Clive HD Collection on the Nintendo Switch. Now, this is a bit of a different one for me because this is the first time I've actually re-reviewed the same game. Now, we did a review of this for the Wii U, which is the little gamepad attached to the console, but this time it's all portable, and you can get this game on the Nintendo 3DS, the two different versions, Gunman Clive 1 and 2. They're both fantastic games, but first of all, and also too, Gunman Clive HD Collection was our very first review that we ever did as well. So, a couple of little special notes there. But I will show you now 90 seconds of Gunman Clive 1 and a little bit of the second game, just to give you a bit of an idea what the gameplay is like, and then I'll have a chat about the game. So you can tell from Gunman Clive's clips that it is a pretty simple platformer, but it's a very effective one. It does an excellent job of things. One of the highlights I feel like is the art style, the sort of the crown sort of look, chalk sort of look. It has simple colours at first, but it sort of opens up as the game goes on, and especially in its sequel in this HD collection, Gunman Clive 2 has a lot more vivid colours and changes and things like that. That I felt that was good. A couple of the downsides of the game, and I think that they're rather minimal in the great scheme of things when you look at the overall package, is sometimes the scrolling's a little bit difficult. There is a little bit of unfairness where, especially if you have an unfair death, sometimes you sort of scroll over to the right and then you come a little to the left and an enemy just respawns quickly and sort of shoots you down. So that makes it hard, especially when you go back to the start of the level, you feel like you're being a bit cheated there. And some of the placement of the enemies can be a little bit difficult too. Also too, some of the different game modes you saw with the horse and the footage, that was hard to sort of shoot from the horse and move around. It just didn't feel that right in terms of that level design. One of the other great things is the music. I loved it. I thought it was a really sort of simplistic music in a way, but it was also very effective and really suited the Gunman Clive games, and I really enjoyed them, the music in itself. I also enjoyed one of the probably the hardest challenges is you can get a no damage in each level. I've gotten some of them, but I think some of the much harder levels would be more difficult for me to get a no damage achievement in the game, so that would be a little difficult to do that. The other characters you can play is Miss Johnston, which is more of a floaty peach type character that can shoot, so that's interesting. And you have the Chief, who throws a spear and does much longer jumps, which is definitely probably the most challenging of the three characters to get through the game. And there is a bonus character, but you'll find that out if you beat the game. And the other thing that I really enjoyed was the unique bosses. All the battles felt very different, they're very creative, and it was always enjoyable to sort of go up and verse against one of them in Gunman Clive and in its sequel, the second one. So overall, what do I think about this game? I'm going to give this a 9.5. It's very close to a 10 for me. I really enjoyed the game, and it's probably still one of my all-time favourite indie games. It's only $6 in Australia, so it is cheap as chips for both games. I do highly recommend you to get it. It's a must-buy, I think, on the Switch because of its price and how good it is. And if you do like your classic platformers, especially your harder ones like Mega Man, this is a really great game. It's absolutely fantastic. So it's good to see this game on the Switch. Personally, myself, this is probably one of the few ports that I actually wanted, and I've got it, so I'm pretty happy about that. So Gunman Clive HD Collection, I think it's definitely a must-buy for the Nintendo Switch. So that is it for me, and I shall see you later on.